Hello everyone! We are the antioxidant research team of the University of Barcelona, led by the full professor Rosa M. Before starting, we would like to thank the Punit Institute for this invitation and for the funding that allowed us to start to work with peanut products and to carry out our research about the consumption of peanuts and peanut butter in Spain, which we will talk about during this presentation. As many of you should know, diet, exercise, and other aspects of our daily interaction with the environment are well known for their impact on health. Food rich in bioactive nutrients, antioxidants, vitamins, fiber, unsaturated fatty acids, and polyphenols has been known for their great impact on oxidative stress, inflammation, and vascular comorbidity, involved not only in the pathogenesis of cardiovascular diseases, but also they have the potential to improve our brain health and mental function. Increased inflammation and oxidative stress may lead to cognitive impairment. Some studies have demonstrated that interventions with bioactive and dietary manipulations that exhibit anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties could enhance cognitive skills and protect our brain from damage. Numerous studies have provided evidence for the protective role of nuts and their association between higher intake of tree nuts and better cognitive performance. Nevertheless, just few studies have examined the impact of peanuts, peanut butter, and peanut oil consumption on cognitive skills. Peanuts are a rich source of monounsaturated fatty acids, folate, vitamin E, magnesium, potassium, arginine, and also contain fiber and polyphenols, such as resveratrol and p-coumaric acid, especially in their skin. A recent systematic review and meta-analysis reported an enhancement of brain health, including cognitive functions, in healthy young and middle-aged adults following polyphenol-rich interventions. Polyphenols, like the ones that are present in peanuts, seem to be related to the area of the brain involved in learning and memory. These polyphenols increase blood flow to the brain, which improves cognition and have the potential to enhance mood. Peanuts may also have a beneficial effect on the gut microbiota, as they are rich in prebiotic fiber and polyphenols. Numerous authors have reported a relationship between the gut microbiota and the brain. Metabolites, such as the short-chain fatty acids produced by microbiota, can modulate brain biochemistry by acting as neurotransmitters in the central nervous system. Regarding lipid profile, observational and clinical studies reported that greater intake of dietary monounsaturated fatty acids, such as oleic acid, one of the main fatty acids in peanuts, is linked to better cognitive function. In addition, an under-researched group of saturated fatty acids known as arachidic, behenic, and lignoceric acids found in limited foods including peanuts have recently gained considerable attention as having beneficial effects on health. Even more, a recent study reported an association of higher plasma levels of these fatty acids with less overall cognitive decline. There is insufficient evidence about the effects of peanut products on cognitive functions. To fill this gap, a randomized clinical trial called Aristotle was designed in our group to evaluate the impact of regular consumption of peanut products and their bioactive compounds on cognition, stress response, and mood in healthy young-aged adults. The study was performed between November 2019 and June 2020. 63 healthy participants, men and women, between 18 and 33 years old, were randomly assigned to one of the three interventions: 25 grams per day of skin-roasted peanuts, 2 tablespoons per day of peanut butter, or a controlled butter made with peanut oil free of phenolic compounds and fiber. Participants followed their habitual diet and consumed the test products at any time of the day for 6 months. 3 visits were programmed throughout the intervention period: at the beginning, 3 months later, and at the end of the study. Biological samples such as fasting blood, 24-hour urine, saliva, and feces were collected from each participant, as well as anthropometric measurements such as height, weight, body fat, muscle mass, waist and hip circumference. In addition, diet, physical activity, cognitive skills, and mood were also evaluated through validated questionnaires. COVID-19 affected us just in the middle of the study. However, the motivation of our volunteers and the researchers participating in the project allowed us to continue with the intervention successfully. When the study was completed, interesting analyses were made to explain what we found and to try to prove if there is a relation between peanuts consumption and bioactive compounds from peanuts and better cognitive skills and stress response. We analyzed the total fatty acids in plasma and feces because of the strong relation of monounsaturated and very long saturated fatty acid and cognitive health. We determined the urinary cortisol, which is related to stress response. Previous studies have reported a direct association between mood states and cortisol. Moreover, fecal short-chain fatty acids were measured to evaluate the possible effect of peanut on the gut-brain axis, since short-chain fatty acids are the main products derived from microbiota and have a lot of beneficial effect, and possibly in our mental health as well. In addition, the consumption of the main polyphenols found in peanuts, such as resveratrol and coumaric acids, were measured, as these bioactive compounds may have effect on memory and learning performance. All this data is being analyzed and it will be published soon, with the hope to answer all the questions and try to prove if peanuts can improve our brain health and microbiota. Is daily peanut consumption good for our mental health? Can peanut consumption enhance our memory and other cognitive skills? Can peanut consumption improve our stress response? Can peanuts be considered probiotics with a positive effect on our microbiota? We will try to answer all of them and give to the population scientific evidence about peanut health effects. Much more analyses are coming, so keep in touch and be the first to know what we are going to discover. Before saying goodbye, we want to mention that at the end of the intervention, we were amazed by the great impact that peanut butter had on the participants. Interestingly to us, they fit the consumption of peanut and peanut butter into our Mediterranean diet. This is why we have a little surprise to you, and we want to show you 2 recipes of how to introduce peanuts into Mediterranean dishes. Enjoy! Thank you very much for your attention.